Back on site. Got a septic system to install. So the tank is here today. I dug this yesterday. All leveled up with stone coming out of the house right there. Got a 6-inch pitch on that pipe. System over here, this is a shallow trench system. This is a little bit different than what we normally do. It's conventional. It's conventional, but it's called a shallow trench. They have shallow bed systems and then the shallow trench systems. Then a deep trench system and the fill system, blah blah blah. But this is a shallow trench, so we're only going to be going, I put a foot of soil, organic material over this in the spring. You guys saw that, if people that follow me. If not, go back in the videos. I'll put a link in the description. But we put a foot over the top of the existing soils, which was all organic topsoil, and then we're just going to scratch through that and 6 inches into the existing ground. That's it, 6 inches in, and then put our stone and pipe, and that's that. Here comes the tank. That orange line's my target line. Just went down with a level and chewed up the stone. Again, this is a 1,000-foot tank, or 1,000-gallon tank. We'll get her into the marks and level her up. All right, tank is in, looking good. Nice and level. Nice and level that way. All good. Pipe is cored there. Pipes can go in here. Little angle there, not a big deal. We just went everything square off the house, you know. Can't ask for anything better. We're gonna come out right here, angle down to the D-box. All right, pipe was all dropped off, got everything here. All right, so the tank is backfilled. Everything's cleaned off. I like the broom, the tops make the inspector happy. There's our outlet. Obviously, you see we have to bring up grade, especially over here too, you know, so you see our door, everything could come up, but we got to get up to get over this tank, and we'll blend out, but it's going to take quite a few trucks. So got the D-box set here. One thing I will point out is run your first lateral like this with your line and get this D-box as square as you can to the hole. As you see, I am not. So, but I made my hole big enough to adjust because I know that. So I'm going to run the parallel here. And if you see that is off to the box, we're in the center of the box. So what you want to do is make sure this, whatever one you're going to use, line up with your first line. I'm going to use this one. It's not the end of the world if it's not right, but it's pretty, so I moved it a little too far. So it's pretty crucial because when you dig this trunk, it just allows everything to stay straight and parallel with your lines. Obviously you can make it work a lot of times if this box is cocked, but if it looks good, you know it's good. Just something that I have a pet peeve with, I gotta fix. So there we go, we're dead center in that box. That means this trunk will be parallel with my lines coming off. Now if this was cocked, all that's going to matter is each pipe coming through will have a slight angle like that, which isn't the end of the world. But again, start out right, finish right. Everything is backfilled here. We got our schedule 40 in the house and in the tank, about 4 inches sticking into that tank. SDR 35, everything is together. I got to put a joint right here, a 45. I probably could bend this sweep, but I don't want to put that much pressure on the pipe. Plus I'll be short then. So once I get bring my joint tomorrow, my coupling, I'll get in the tank, put the baffle in, which is that white piece on top of the tank that goes inside the tank. Everything is built in the trunk. The trunk's all together, and all we got tomorrow is just to run the lines, stone pipe, filter fabric, and then put the material back on the trench. Everything's bedded in stone. As you see, stone around here. They won't allow you to put stone in here, so we're going to use the softer material. This is really rocky here. Like I said, this has got to come up with some grade anyways to cover this backyard, cover the septic system. But we're going to just take the topsoily stuff and bed it for inspection, get that all good. But you could bed this in here with stone, just so these don't jiggle and go all over the place when you go to backfill. We'll have that nice. The trunk's about 10 to 12 inches down. You follow the same grade as I did, and then you start your lines coming off of here, off of each one. But yeah, everything's looking good. Speed dialers are all in. That's these. They just go on. You could move these back and forth, but I like to give 2 inches inside each one. Makes it comfortable, and this could be adjusted back a little bit. There's your baffle here. You don't want to hit on that because then it will spill over. So we'll probably bang that back to 2 inches when we install that. Now this is what I call the trunk. I mean, there's probably different lingos for that, but if you guys want to see a more detailed video on specs, you got to go in my playlist under septic videos. I got several of them. Again, from the tank to here has to be 1/8 inch pitch, which is 1%. We got feet, so we're good on that. And this trunk has to be 1%, which is 1/8 inch per foot. 1/4 inch per foot, which is 2% minimum on the Schedule 40, and we got above that, we got 2 inch. That would be 1 inch per foot. We got 2 inch per foot, so we got about 8 inch pitch on that. Well, about 7.5. That gets water stop plug going into the house. These tanks that we use are all gasketed, so you don't have to cement anything on that or the D-box. That is what is nice. Also, the tanks we use, these lips are grooved, so they will not slide off. They lock in. So when you're backfilling, you don't have to worry about it sliding. Couple videos where I took over those projects, those tanks were the ones that slide, and you got to be really careful. But the ones we purchase are always these ones. They're well built. All our precast piers come from this company, CJ Minor, out of Albany, New York. They give us our precast concrete piers, which are those ones here. You guys see me install those. If not, go back in the videos. We have several videos of those being installed. And also he does all his tanks and everything, and really nice. CJ Minor, the letter C, the letter J, Minor, Albany, New York. So these D boxes are 16 inches thick. That will give, I usually go 2 foot deep with the hole, and then put stone 4 to 6 inches, whatever I got to use to come up to our height to make everything work for elevation. But roughly you want to be about 20 inches when you go to set your pipe, 20 inches down that box. So go 2 foot, come up to 20 inches, and then go from there. I don't know, I'm just trying to give you guys some tips as I'm going along here with this video, because this is a frustrating you know, day, just with all these rocks and everything's out of level here, and you're just making it work and not enough dirt. So all right, that's enough complaining. We'll catch you guys in the AM. Back on site. We got the baffle in. Got our 22.5 on the SDR 35. Everything's working out nice. Got my first lateral in. Putting the filter fabric on now. Everything is perfecto for elevation, so we'll just follow as we go now. 6 foot over, so we know we got our pipe here. These were all laid out yesterday. I'm gonna put a stake there, stake down there 6 foot off the end cap, and then throw paint down, excavate this one, put the dirt into this, but leave the ends open so they can shoot it, and we'll work our way right across this field. I got 4 more to do. We got the sun in our eyes. I'm gonna take this and put it right on top of that fabric. Leave your ends open though. So all we're doing is going to our white pipe here, cut down 6 inches into virgin ground. Remember, this is a shallow bed system. We already put the topsoil and the organic material on top of it. So it's different than just conventional. This is conventional, but it's a different type of conventional. Let's just put it that way. On that first run there, I pulled out 2 stumps. I hit the stumps dead in the trench. I'm like, ugh. I knew that would happen. Hopefully we'll get more lucky with this one. But this is what we do. Set it in there and work right on out. So we're just about 6 inches there. Let me get to that pipe, clean that up. Make sure before you set the laser on the boom or do it however you're gonna do that, that pipe coming to the trench has your pitch. All right, green light means go on the laser. We're good. I also set the stick so Like you'd always double check my trench. Everything's good to go here. Come back straight on your paint mark. Take first layer first. Hope for the best we don't hit no stumps. Here in New York, they don't let you take the stumps out when you clear for a septic field, which is annoying because if you have to dig them out when you're doing the septic field, then you got to dig them out. You don't know where they are, and they're twice as hard because they're buried. But you gotta follow the rules. You gotta follow the rules. And right there, we're just in the virgin, and that's just what it shows on the print. You want 6 inches down in on the virgin. You can see the color change. Got another inch to go here. Feel it in the machine too. So there's bucket wide open, 90 degrees. Got to go down 1.5 inches. And I think we're good, right? I'm on a rock right there. Good. And here we go. Little stump. Little stump. Probably a 4-inch tree. Remember cutting them down. You can see the roots right there. We're through it. Nice. And that's just going to go back, if the small ones are small enough, they go back into the field for biodegradable purposes. That's the reason why you can't take them. But we're going. We're getting it. We don't want that rock in there. That should come out. Set that aside. Nice square rock though. Oh, there's one of my markers that I had when I put the topsoil in where there was a big stump. I put markers so I would know. I just dug one up. So hopefully we're not going to hit a stump right now. We're almost at the end of this lateral. Got to give a shout out again to James from Core, Maine, hooking me up with this system on the pipes and stuff. This filter fabric is really nice. It's like carpet. I ain't seen it like that in a long time from the local vendors. They're always getting the cheaper stuff, but this is basically the same money and it's good stuff. So anybody's looking for pipes or whatever, James down at Core, Maine, down at Ward of Elite. Don't matter if you're local or not, they'll ship. Core and Maine. Tell them Dirt Boss sent you. Oh, we're looking good right there. We're looking real good. So these trenches got to be 2 foot wide, 6 foot apart on the trench. So 6 foot apart, 2 foot wide, and your depths will vary with the conditions when you get your perk test. But most of them around here are between 18 inches deep, 12 inches of stone. And then you got your 6 topsoil. This one's coming to a close. Check grade real quick. Oh, so nice. So nice. Alright, we're on the 4th one here. Quick little tip, just run your teeth like this when you grade. Don't burn the bottom of the trench with the bucket, because it will pack the... You don't want to pack it. You want to leave those teeth marks in there so it allows the absorption bed to absorb the nice fluffy defluff. You know, the soil to be tilled almost like a farm field when you're going to do plantings. If it's all packed down tight and burned, then it's just, you know, it's just that much less effective. All right, that's 4 dug. Got them piles all on top of there. You see I got my end cap exposed on each one. Filter fabric right to the end. And then I usually paint them caps so they could see them with a little orange. Makes it a little easier if I'm not here or not. Everything's looking good. He's gonna have beautiful, beautiful topsoil. Look at that. All right, this pipe's all in. On my 4th one, we got one more. We're trying to save that tree there, but it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna clip into the roots, obviously, but it's really a nightmare for me to get in there with the excavator. I'll have to dig everything backwards, and I really don't want to do that, but it's got a ton of woodpecker holes in it, Dave. It might have to go. It's nothing but a helicopter tree anyways, make a mess in the yard. I got a pretty good system of putting that pipe in, but I can't let my local competition get the edge on me. I know they're watching. I know you're watching. One thing that I will say is, which I probably haven't even said in a long time in septic videos, is those holes on the bottom should be 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? At an angle like this. Don't twist them up. Don't turn them to 3 or 2. They should be 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Oh yeah, I just got to put fabric on this one. Well, Dave, it was tough, but I saved that tree. Oh, it was tough. I had to work both sides. You can see I straddled the trench on that last one just because I couldn't, I had to go in, kept crossing, get it back this way, that way. Nightmare, Dave, but I did it. I saved it. Let's get this fabric rolled out, cut off. Then this trench will stay open. He'll inspect this, and everything's good for tomorrow. Some nice fabric here, like carpet. Just take some dirt and pad this so these aren't floating in the breeze and they don't go like this when we go to backfill around your 90s especially. This one's a wrap. Clean up the tools, get out of here before it gets dark. That's just the way you leave that for inspection. Then the rest of this dirt comes into there and we shape and put some contours in. But I'm out of here. Got about 40 minutes clean up. Everything's looking good. All the pictures are good. All right, Dave, no warranty on that tree. Catch you guys on the next one. No, we can't leave you without doing the fun part. We gotta throw water in this system and get those speed dialers up. Get them adjusted. Everything's flowing to them, as you see. And as it starts to slow down, I'll rotate these. Box is really level, so everything's gonna go at the same time. You know that. If the box was out of level, then you could adjust this one up like that or down to grab more, vice versa.